Oh man, it's been a crazy year. A transformative year for me. Transformative year for so much of my life in trying to figure out how to take myself and my family to that next level. And it started with turning this camera on myself. And I wanted to say thank you to every single person who watched, who followed, who subscribed, who liked, who commented. Everything that has helped me continue to do this for 52 weeks. There's times in your life where you realize exactly what it is that you're meant to do. And I know that I was meant to inspire. I know that I was meant to be, some might call a beta tester, early adopter, who's trying to do things somewhere different to show somebody else a different route. And that's what I'm about, man. I thank you all. This right here is the season finale of season 1, Adventures in Beat Making. Next year, I have the privilege of doing so many different new dope things, especially on all of my channels that you will all get to see. Yeah, man, I truly appreciate it. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that taking some random idea and having the confidence and the support system to continue to do it, what it yields, what type of results it will yield. And man, it's life-changing to say the least. So much more coming, so much more new content. And I want to give you 5 tips on how to become a more successful music producer in 2018. Tip number 1, really learn your instrument. I don't care if you're using a computer. I don't care if you're a singer-songwriter with a guitar and a voice. I don't care if you're using an iPad and trying something new. The main thing that you have to do is learn that thing in and out. I see too many people trying to switch from one software to the next, go from one plugin to the next, try one instrument, go to another instrument, and never fully master what they need to do. It took me 3 to 4 years to really understand any specific type of digital audio workstation, any specific type of program to really master, to learn the ins and outs. Whether you're on Logic or Ableton or FL Studio, maybe you're just using Pro Tools with live instruments, learning how to go in and out of that software, making sure that you know exactly what it can do from left to right, from right to left, from back to front to back. It'll only allow you to be faster, more efficient, and when you get to collaborating with others, you won't slow them down and you might even help them out. So tip 1, make sure you learn your instrument. Make sure you learn your software. Number 2, find your voice. Find your own vision. I know everybody out there sees the most successful producers, songwriters, artists out there, and it's inevitable that we want to emulate what they're doing to try to get their results. And that will never happen because everybody has their own unique voice. Everybody has their own unique sound. Nothing wrong with taking ideals and strategies and way people do certain things, whether it's a certain style of drum programming or a way certain people use a certain plugin or a filter. Learn how they do it. You know, for me, like I said in the past, I learned how to literally recreate my favorite producers' tracks to figure out what sounds they were using, to figure out the way they sequenced their tracks to where I could recreate their track to learn exactly how it's done. But at some point, you need to clean the slate, start fresh, and see what all that knowledge has built you when you come out with your own style. And when you start to create your own sound and be confident in that and share that with those that are around you, you'll build the confidence to say, hey, my sound is worth something. My sound is unique and my sound is able to take to new heights. The only difference between somebody who makes it and somebody who doesn't is the lack of confidence to keep going. Because most people will go out there and try to emulate somebody else and wonder why they didn't get to where that person got, and then they end up frustrated and quit or try something else and then have to restart. Continue just to build your own sound and have the confidence enough, the balls enough to say, this is it. This is what I'm about. And fuck if you like it or not, I'm going to continue to do it. You'll eventually build a following, and those people around you will only encourage you to go stronger, go faster. And next thing you know, you have a unique sound and a unique market doing a unique thing, making a unique voice. Tip number 3, collaborate. I know if you followed any top music producer, songwriter of 2017, you know that collaboration was super high. You'll see multiple producers working with each other, collaborating with each other to make records, to make songs, to make ideas and beats and get those out. I don't care if you're creating a sound library and you want to shop that to other producers to maybe to co-produce, or you have good relationships with up and coming producers and you want to come together and build a team. At the end of the day, collaboration will not only be able to take your network and build it against somebody else's network, but also will build your sound and your knowledge, because somebody's coming from one point of view, somebody else is coming from another. You come together and you continuously build knowledge, sound, and infrastructure to create a great catalog to be able to take you to the next level. So make sure you find those around you. I don't care where you're at in the world, there's other people like you doing what you're doing, and they have a network and you have a network. Regardless if yours is this small and theirs is this big, or you guys are both this small, you can start together and start building and collaborating, because collaboration is key, and it'll only teach you how to work better in a team environment. And when you work better in a team environment and you get in a studio setting, you'll only be able to work better as a leader, as a producer should be. So make sure you learn how to collaborate. Make sure you know how to build your network around you. It's what you need to do. Tip number 4, invest in yourself. When it comes to your brand as a producer, as a songwriter, as a musician, as a manager, engineer, anybody working in the entertainment industry, your brand is personal and your brand means something. The one thing that I did that's made it very easy for me to go out and be on another level this year is the fact that I invested in learning and creating and continuously building my brand. And what do I mean by investing in yourself? Sometimes we wait. We don't move because we feel like we don't have those that are necessary to get to the next level around us, or we feel like we don't have the right person with us, or we don't have all the knowledge that we need to be successful. But once you invest the time in yourself, whether it's learning how to create more efficiently or learning what it takes to become a successful music producer when it comes to your contracts, the way you get paid, how to stay current, it's all about investing the time into learning, investing the time into Googling. Any question that you possibly had could be answered on the internet. So many of us just don't take the time and invest in ourselves to make sure we're more prepared and we're more capable to go out in the real world and do what we need to do. And I promise you, a lot of what I've learned is because I took the time and said, okay, how can I do this better? The only thing you have to do is invest in yourself and invest in the time to learn it and learn it over and over. Because some of these things, specifically when it comes to music publishing, things of that nature, you'll end up having to read it over and over again to actually become fluent in the knowledge that you need. So invest in yourself. It's all right there. You can at least read 4 or 5 articles or watch 10 videos and kind of get a grasp on why some of these people are successful and why some people aren't successful. And all of those things will help you maintain the idea of, okay, this is possible. Okay, I can do this shit. And let me figure out a way to get started and keep moving. So invest in yourself. And tip number 5, trust and believe. I know it might sound simple. It might sound somewhat cliche, but none of what I've been able to accomplish and none of what I've been able to sustain over almost 2 decades in this industry could be done without believing and having faith that it was possible. All it took when I was 16, 17 years old was the belief that I knew it was possible to be able to get to where I am today. That's where it starts. Because when you believe that it's possible, you will start. And if you truly believe and have faith, you will continue. And so a lot of us just don't have it in our heart to know that it's real. And you're trying to compete against those who you see on your timelines. And it's like I've said before, it's not your time yet. Maybe you haven't put enough time in. And the roads are rough. They're rugged. They will knock you down. You'll have to get back up. They will knock you down. You'll have to get back up again. But if you trust and you believe that it's possible, it will work. And I'm saying that speaking to myself right now, even knowing that I want to be a lot further along on my YouTube channel, or I want to be a lot further along on my social branding, or I want to be able to get out there and be as influential as maybe I once was 5 years ago. And it takes time because this industry will kick you down and you got to continuously build yourself back up. But I know that it's possible and I know that it works with hard work, but you have to have faith. And you have to have faith in God to know that He has a timeline for you. And all you have to do is continue to keep working, continue to keep striving. If you take all of these tips and you apply it to your daily life and your daily routine to be able to become a better music producer, songwriter, manager, artist, whatever it is in this entertainment industry in 2018, there's no doubt in my mind, leaps and bounds further than you thought you would in the next 365 days. So that's it. That's my 5 tips for being a more successful producer in 2018. And once again, I thank you and thank every single person who's subscribed, who's followed, who's been a fan, who's commented, who's liked, all of that. So chapter 2 is coming up next. You already know what it is. It's your boy.
The business.
Head 'em out!